What's up, guys? I'm at the range and no one is here, so I'm going to set up some gel and do a little bit of testing. So we're here with the trusty 308, and I'm going to be testing another all copper bullet. So I've been testing a lot of these lately. This one is the Controlled Chaos from Lehigh Defense, 152 grain, so very, very big hollow point, much larger than the hammers. And this is loaded up by Target Sports USA. It's their Apex Controlled Chaos line. And I chronographed these before, so from this gun with my 22-inch barrel, I was averaging 2,700 feet per second, and from my 18-inch gun, 2,550, so definitely not loaded very hot. Could probably push these at least 100 feet per second faster with hand loads. So I'm curious how they're going to perform. I mean, generally with these fracturing type of bullets, I think velocity is certainly your friend. So we'll see how a little bit of a slower one will act. But with this big hollow point, it should expand pretty quickly. Alright guys, so we're setting the gel up at 100 yards, shooting from back there. Now these blocks do have some holes in them. I know people will complain about that, but they're very tough blocks, and as long as you don't hit right in the same exact spot, you definitely should be good. There's plenty of videos of people shooting 3-4 shots into the blocks and all the bullets get the same amount of penetration, even though they're hitting kind of the same wound channels. But this front block here just has 2 wound channels from the 6.5 test I did. So those ones hit here, so I got plenty of gel on this side to hit. So hopefully I can get a nice clean shot, and we'll see what happens. Alright guys, so it looks like I got a good hit. Let me tell you, you could hear that thump from 100 yards. Alright, so there's the wound channel there. Put it right where I wanted. The 2 6.5 shots were here, so I got it right where there's a nice open spot in the gel. When I get home and clear this up with a blowtorch, we can get a better look. But that is huge. I mean, that's crazy. That's well over 2 inches. I mean, look at that compared to those skinny little wound channels from the 6.5. If you actually look from here, you can see it. I mean, that's wild. I mean, those petals broke off. So even here, I mean, after those petals broke off, that wound channel is huge. And then got the base right there, so that is more than halfway through that second block. It looks like it's perfectly face forward. All right, let me get home and clean these blocks up. All right, so I was able to clear up the gel a little bit with a blowtorch. You can see that massive wound channel now. Very surprised with these bullets. I did not expect them to perform that good. With these fracturing type of bullets, I really thought velocity was going to be the key for them to, perform good. And with this bullet, obviously that is not the case. So I actually almost thought that was another wound channel from a different bullet at first. I went back and watched my video of me setting up the gel, double check, and it's definitely not from another bullet. That's all from the Controlled Chaos. So even when the petals broke off, that base still did a ton of damage, which actually carried into the second block, which is thoroughly surprising. And the bullet came to rest here, and it's perfectly straight. So I don't think it tumbled at all to do that damage. So take some measurements here real quick. Bear with me because I broke the head on my tripod, so I gotta just hold the camera. So we got the base here right about 27 inches. So bullet opened up about 2 inches in, which, like I said before, I think it's a little bit delayed with these clear blocks. So I would say right about 5 inches is where the petals actually separated from the main base. And as you can see here, we got petals that exit out the side of the block. So if you measure kind of the width of the wound channel, let me go up a little bit more to where that petal is. So you got about 3 inches that those petals separated off the main wound channel. Right here, you got about a 2-inch wide wound channel as it's opening up. So overall, very impressive performance. With the hammers, I didn't see them doing a ton of damage after the petals broke off. But I was testing lighter bullets in the hammers and with the 6.8. Now I do have some 112 grain lehigh Controlled Chaos for the 6.8 SPC that I'm going to test out next. Those ones like these are loaded a little bit on the weaker side, so I might try to pull the bullets and load them myself to get more velocity. But you can just see here, I mean, this is like the standard solid copper bullet. This is the 6.5 Creedmoor. bullets that hold together a mushroom, it just kind of holds that wound channel all the way through, but that Control Chaos is just massive, and then even when the petals broke off, that base just did a ton of damage. So I'm very impressed with this bullet. So let me dig out that base and we can take a look at it. Alright, I got the base out of the gel. Now these bullets have like a ring cut around the outside, so as the petals peel back, they snap off at that ring. You can kind of see what's left of that here, and if you look at where it's broken off, there's no predetermined petals. They kind of just break off on their own. This is not like the cavity backs, which always have 3 petals, the way that they're cut. But anyway, no need to measure diameter because it's going to be 30 caliber. So we got 84.8, so pretty much 85 grains, which means we lost about, 67 grains to fragmentation. So overall, pretty good performance. I'm going to test these next with the 6.8 SPC. We're using the 112 grain version, and we'll see how they compare to these ones.